Dude, that is insane.
I don't know if you saw the photo of this, but you have to Google it. The cops lined all of the Stanley Cups up on the hood of the cop car. There are so many Stanley Cups, all different colors, different models.
Well, yeah, you could get, the exotic colors you get more for. So I'm assuming she was going to resell these.
She probably was going to, not anymore. She was charged with grand theft. Police issued a statement saying, while Stanley Quenchers are all the rage, we strongly advise against turning to crime to fulfill your hydration habits.
Applebee's, that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Let's talk about Applebee's, aka Crapplebee's. Applebee's announced last week that they would be selling a $200 date night pass, which would get you $30 off every time you visit Applebee's. So, the pass is $200. You can use it 52 times within a year. You could use it back to back to back to back to back if you wanted 52 days in a row, but the idea is that you visit once a week for an entire year.
And the entire pass costs $200?
$200.
Okay.
$30 off every time you visit. Well, the buzz for these went crazy. By the time they went on sale yesterday, they sold out in 30 seconds.
30 like Taylor Swift. Baby.
This caused another frenzy as people started flooding social media with complaints about Applebee's selling out so quickly. Applebee's has not announced whether or not they'll be selling more of these date night passes, but Applebee's did want to remind us all that there's still a great date night spot whether or not you have a day pass. Come on down to Applebee's.
Did they not learn anything from Red Lobster? Remember they did the all-you-can-eat shrimp off millions of dollars? It's not a good promotion.
Sassy Sport.
The 49ers got some good news yesterday about wide receiver Deebo Samuel, who missed most of the Green Bay game on Saturday after he got hurt in the first quarter. Imaging tests revealed that his shoulder is not broken and he could be available for the game on Sunday against the Lions. And while there is no break, head coach Kyle Shanahan said that Deebo is still hurting too much to play if the game were today, but hopefully he can get a miracle cure by the time Sunday night rolls around and we get that kickoff, because he's one of their best players, if not the best. And how do we feel about public engagements?
I hate them. Depends on how public and who the person is.
All right, well, what do you think about this? There is a lot of speculation that if the Chiefs win this week in Baltimore...
No, that's a hard no. That's a hard no. We don't feel good about this.
Y'all don't even let me finish.
Okay,
I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, then you'll finish.
And then, if they win in the Super Bowl on February the 11th, Travis Kelce plans to get down on one knee on the field afterward and propose to Taylor Swift.
Hated it. NFL is scripted.
Yeah, that seems like, to me, I hope that this is just buzz. I hope that this is just something people made up. But there are a lot of people putting this story out there right now. This would be awful, right? Just awful.
Just in time for Valentine's Day, which is also an awful time to propose.
It would be. And now, I told you yesterday, she's performing right up until February the 10th in Tokyo. So I don't even know if she can make it back in time for that proposal. But that's all I got for Sassy Sports. But you know what I always say? If they're playing with balls, I'm all over it.
Entertainment report.
Producer Arj, what's going down in entertainment?
The Oscar nominations just came out a little while ago, and there's a ton. 10 movies were nominated for Best Picture.
10.
Half of them you never heard of.
Okay.
Sorry. Half of them you've never heard of. The ones you have, though, Barbie got a nomination for Best Picture, Oppenheimer, The Holdovers, and Poor Things. Robert Downey Jr., your boy, he got a nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Emily Blunt, she got Best Supporting for Oppenheimer. There are a ton of nominations out there, but Oppenheimer leads the way. It looks like it is the favorite going into award season. And now on to the bad. The 2024 Razzie nominations were announced yesterday, highlighting the worst movies of the year. Expendables 4, that received the most nominations with 7, including Worst Picture. Other films in the Worst Picture category include The Exorcist, Meg 2, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
And aren't we supposed to get... Now, that's the Winnie the Pooh. That is a horror film. And aren't we supposed to get a Mickey Mouse? That's a horror film now?
You can expect that on this very same list next year. Russell Crowe and Chris Evans both got nominations for Worst Actor, and J-Lo and Selma Hayek were nominated for Worst Actress for their roles in The Mother and Magic Mike's Last Dance. The winners are going to be announced in March, the night after the Academy Awards.
And congratulations to J-Lo. Isn't she the most ever nominated Razzie?
I think so, yes, yeah. Especially, Geely. She's got a ton of other misses in there, too.
Ah, bless her heart.
Speaking of movies, this seems to be an awesome movie. Have you heard about the new Too Short film coming out?
Oh, what?
There's a movie called Freaky Tales that Too Short is behind. It just premiered at Sundance, and it's getting rave reviews.
Really?
The film takes place in